Conservatives want to see an end to the blockades. We want to see them ended peacefully and quickly, in a way that Canadians feel that they've been listened to, heard, and respected by their Prime Minister. We are concerned that the actions of the Prime Minister will not have that effect, and in fact will have the opposite effect. Today the Prime Minister announced that he will be invoking the Emergencies Act. We have to take a look at what he's proposing and the rationale, and Conservatives will discuss it and make a determination in terms of whether we will support it or not. At first blush, we are very concerned with what we see. First and foremost, if you look across the country, provinces are not in agreement with what the Prime Minister is proposing. He has said he has consulted, but there really is not collaboration or agreement. Alberta is opposed to it, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Quebec. He's not off to a good start on that. Secondly, we have seen the Prime Minister continually wedge, divide, and stigmatize Canadians who he doesn't agree with. And by doing so, he creates so many barriers in terms of trying to solve this problem. The Prime Minister had an opportunity to talk and to listen to people who he disagreed with, and he refused to do so. And so this looks like a ham-fisted approach that, as I said, will have the opposite effect. Conservatives today offered a reasonable solution that would at least bring down the temperature. We asked the House of Commons to vote on our motion, which asked the government to provide a plan in terms of ending the lockdown. So we wanted just the plan in place by the end of this month. Not unreasonable, not an extreme ask, considering provinces are doing it and other jurisdictions are doing it as well. So there is concern with the Prime Minister's typical way of dealing with people he disagrees with, and this measure does not alleviate those concerns that we have. But again, we're going to take a look at the legislation, we're going to take a look at the rationale and make our decision. Conservatives want the barricades to come down. We want this to end quickly and peacefully, but in a way that Canadians feel that they have been listened to and that their Prime Minister respects them. We are concerned that this measure will have the opposite effect. I want the trucks to be moved. I want the blockades to be removed. I want them to be moved quickly and peacefully. Listen, I'm not here to tell Canadians whether they can come to Parliament Hill and peacefully and legally protest. I support that. My job is not to hold Canadians to account. My job is to hold the Prime Minister to account. And the Prime Minister has done a very poor job, and I'm trying to measure my words. He's done a dismal job managing this, showing Canadians that he disagrees with, that he respects them, even though he disagrees with them. So that's our position. We've been very clear on it. We support peaceful, legal protests, but we want these blockades and these barriers to be removed. We're the party of not only law and order, but of a strong Canadian economy.